Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. We're going to head to Yuma today. At least I am. Zen staying with a puppy sitter. My friend Paul over there and his dog named Bo gets to watch Zen today before I go take my drone test. And also run by Walmart and pick up a piece of plywood to hopefully begin the makings of the dog trailer. We'll see what happens with that. Anyway, that's my plan for the day. So let's get on the road. Let's get over here and drop Zen off. And Paul is just right around the corner here, the next RV. So let's get him over there. Ready? You ready, Zen? You ready to drop off? Hang out with Bo all today? Get out of the dog holes again. He has got some decent sized dog holes. And here we are at the puppy sitters. Didn't have to go very far, but let's drop Zen off and we'll get down on the road. Got to go get fuel. Well, Zen is dropped off. It's pretty easy. And he looked at me like, no, don't leave me. But anyway, he'll be fine. He's got another dog and treats and water and all the stuff. And we're going to go to, like I said, off the Lowe's. I got a quarter tank, but I don't like getting my bus down below a quarter tank too much. So we're going to go get fuel and then head south. And they just came by a few minutes ago and put water on the road. This is the fourth time this year they put water on the road this season. It's kind of nice. Made it to Love's. This is never a quick in and out on these things because I've got to be in the truck zone, so it's going to take a while. You got that humongous motorhome in front of it. That thing is massive. But he's got a big tank. But yeah, I got a little over a quarter tank, as I mentioned. That gives me still got 25 gallons, but like I said, I don't want to drive too far below a quarter. So we'll get fuel and set the brake. And what's fuel is $3.94 here for diesel. And I think I'm going to get it for about $3.08 on my discount card. So thanks for the Open Road discount card. It saves a bit of money on big rigs. There's some kind of patrol boats. Look at those things. Those are heavy duty. Probably Coast Guard and military, I would say, the way they're built. All right, now we're off towards Yuma. We got about 90 miles before we get to the airport I need to be at. So I got about a little over 2 hours. Should be fine. Hopefully I got about 30 minutes before I get there to kind of make sure where I'm at. Because if I'm late for my test, I can't take it. So let's get on the road here. We're going to show you a little bit of Tyson Wells as we drive through it. We've got to drive through there to get back to Highway 95. But we'll show you that in just a few moments. And here we come up to Tyson Wells. You can see a sign that says RV Show, the driveway to the back. So you have to go kind of slow because this is a very congested area. And it's going to get worse. I can guarantee that. There's definitely no place to park this big bus. You got vendors on the right, vendors on the left. Big tent over there further to the right, but we'll have to make a walk down here and see what I can find. They do have a nice kitchen store. I'd like to go see what I've got for kitchen stuff. But they also have a lot of rocks. If you want rocks, like I said, any kind of rocks. There's Arkansas quartz. Woo! From Hot Springs. Kind of interesting to have Arkansas quartz here in Quartzsite when quartz is everywhere, but maybe it's different. All right, here's 95. Let's get on the road and catch you guys up as we get further down the highway. There's not much to see between here and there, just a highway. A little windier today and a little cloudy, so we're going to generate power off my DC charger off my alternator. But we got sunshine after this for the next 5 or 6 days, and one night it's going to be down 35 degrees as forecasted, so we'll see what happens with that. Let's get moving. And got to slow down because this building on the left is the Border Patrol check station. You don't want to drive past that when they're open. They have limited hours. Sometimes they're open, like they close at 3 or 4 in the afternoon, but who knows. I have been to Yuma twice and haven't been able to go through there, so we'll see what happens on the way back. They just basically pull up there and say, "Are you a U.S. citizen? Yes or no?" All right, go ahead. If you say no, guess where you got to go. But if they say yes, they'll let you go on by. I don't know what they enforce, how much enforce it, but traffic moves real quick through there. And pretty much all this area down here is the Yuma proving grounds, or Army proving grounds. Signs everywhere, there'll be fences and all kinds of things that you can't get out into the desert because you might step on something that's not exploded yet. But it's different kind of terrain. They got different cactus. They got saguaros down here. They got teddy bear cactus everywhere. So a little bit different from the Quartzsite area. But it's still a desert. And you can't see it, but off in the distance to my left going down the highway is the aerial balloon. There's about 8 of those in the country, and they are used for border surveillance and security. I'll try to find out what that is, and I'll put a little link on here for you, but it's down right now. Looks like they've got it on the ground, but it looks like about the size of a blimp. Massive. But I've seen it flying in the sky and wondered what it was, but now it's down on the ground, so that's even different. But we're getting there. Getting close to Yuma. One of the first things I noticed when I came to Yuma the first time was how green everything is. This is the agricultural growing area. Look around. It's just green as it can be. The dirt's a little different consistency. And there is a river real close by, so they pump the water out of the river. But it's all kinds. There's kale and broccoli and, I don't know, lettuce and you name it, it's out there. Green leafy veggies. Looks like we're getting towards the airport. I can see airplanes and windsocks. So that's where I've got to turn in at. Alright, they said don't take the main entrance, take the next one, so I've got to go through here. This is the Somerton Airport, just south of Yuma. There we go. Learn to fly and PSI testing. That's what I'm doing, PSI testing. This is definitely a little county airport. Let's see, tell me where to park. He said, all right, here's some signs. Anybody needing plane parts? Learn to fly and PSI testing. Here we go. What are we? Elevation 177 feet. I think we've got to go down here. 17 Airport PSI. We're found that where we need to park at. I got a lot of vehicles in here. Let's see. Learn to fly in PSI. We're going the right direction. And when I called him, he said just find a place to park. He said there's a sign that says park here. And is that it? Let me find a place to park. Yep, learn to fly, PSI parking only. All right, that's what we're going to do. I guess I might be the only one here. I don't know. We're going to pull up here. And since I'm 38 feet long, he said park over by the building. All right, we are here. I think I've got time to get a bite to eat and rest a second. Excuse me. Got all choked up from the drive down here. Let me go on here and get some business done, and we'll take this test. Check back with you guys up after a while, because I cannot take the phone in. No electronics, nothing. Only thing you can walk in with is your body and your pencil. That's about it. Check back with you later. Then we're back. We're done with our test. So now we're heading to Walmart and Lowe's. So let's get moving and get to Lowe's. I'm going to give you a little teaser on the test. So if you want to find out if I passed or not, go to the end of the video or wait till I get to the end of the video, and that's where we'll have the results. But let me get out of this mess, get off this airport. Like I said, it looks like they're running RV park in here too. So off to Lowe's. Oh, in here at Lowe's, getting a piece of plywood. This is for Zen's trailer. Pretty decent. I gotta have it cut down because this is the 4x8 sheet and it will not fit into my bus. So I've got to cut down to a 4x6. Here's the back. It'll be fine. We'll work on that to get his trailer somewhat situated, but waiting on somebody to come here to fire up the saw. Yeah, like I said, a 4x8 won't fit past my couch, so I've got to make it 6 foot. Will fit past 8 foot, will not. So I got to cut off 2 feet. There's some of the green fields on the way back. It's got the sun behind me, so they're really shining, but there's mountains behind and around, and a little different terrain. They're closer to the mountains down here, as you can see as you're driving through them, but a lot of farming. And up there on the right, it's a border patrol checkpoint, and once again, it's closed. So they have early hours. You think they want to check the border all the time, but no, they keep it fairly simple down here. Well, here it is the next morning. Got in late last night after dark. So anyway, Zen sure was happy to see me, and I'm sure was happy to see him. We only gone about 8 hours, but we miss each other. Even Paul, the dog watcher, said, "Boy, he really misses you." I said, "I know, he's really attached to each other, aren't we?" Yes, he is. But anyway, this is about the end of the video. And to get to the answer, did I pass my drone test? Oops.